students watching, we're ready to begin our phonics lesson. Now, in our last lesson, we began to talk about 5 very important letters. Students watching, do you remember what those letters are? And if we look over here on my screen, you can see these 5 very special letters. What was the name of these very special letters again, Savvy?
A for apple, and E for elephant, and an inchworm for E-M-I.
There you go. And what's this one for?
Ostrich.
And?
Umbrella.
That's it. And they had a special name, thanks, Savvy, for these 5 letters. What was that very special name we gave these 5 letters? Aslan. Did you get it, students watching? They're called...
Vowel.
That's it. Aslan remembered. It's called a vowel. Now, we're going to say our vowel chart together. And remember, we'll sing the short sound of each of these vowels. Why don't we stand, students watching, you join us, and let's start with this first one. Oh, that was slow. Have a seat. Let's try again. Stand, students watching. You are faster than the boys and girls in this classroom. Start together. Apple, elephant,
Inchworm, ostrich, umbrella,
Nice. Everyone except for row 2, sit down. Students watching, that's you with row 2. Row 2 and students watching, follow my pointer. Apple,
ostrich, elephant, umbrella, inchworm,
have a seat. Students watching in row 2, you know your vowels. What about row 4? Row 4, stand, follow my pointer. Oh, just a moment. Is Hayden the only one in row 4? Row 4, stand. Good job paying attention, Hayden. Row 4.
Ostrich, apple,
Try this one again. Apple.
umbrella, inchworm, elephant,
All right, row 4, we'll work on staying together. You can have a seat. Row 1, stand up. Row 1, follow my pointer.
apple, umbrella, inchworm, ostrich,
Oh, pause for a moment. Students watching, I want you to join row 1 as they try this together. Students watching, join us.
elephant,
There you go, row 1. Have a seat, students watching. Thanks for helping them out. Now I'm ready to see if row 3 knows their vowels. Row 3, stand and together.
ostrich,
Let's try this one again.
elephant, apple, inchworm, umbrella,
All right, let's try this one more time, row 3. Umbrella. Good job. You can have a seat. Emery got every single one of those vowels the first time. Great job, Emery. Now, girls watching, I want you to join Aria, and let's see if you could do these vowels by yourself. All right, Aria, stand. And girls watching, join Aria.
apple,
Oh, pause for just a moment. Girls watching, can't you hear Aria doing a good job? That's a nice loud voice. Keep it up. Keep going. Aria and girls watching.
umbrella, ostrich, inchworm, elephant,
You did a great job, Aria, and girls watching. Boys watching, I want you to stand with Trey, and I want you to say these vowels. So Trey, stand up. Boys watching, join him. Nice and loud.
apple,
Oh, stop. Students watching, couldn't you hear Trey so loudly? He knows his vowels. Keep it up, Trey. Keep going.
umbrella, inchworm, ostrich, elephant,
You did it. Trey and boys watching got every single one of those vowels right. I love too how Aslan, it wasn't her turn to shine, but she stayed so still and paid attention. So did Savvy. Now, if we look back over at my chart, you can see something just a little bit different. And you can see that this time we have just our lowercase letters, and up above it they have a smile. That smile just means it's going to say its short sound. Students watching, why don't you join Benjamin? And Benjamin, let's see if you can figure out our vowels. So Benjamin and students watching.
Inchworm. Apple. Umbrella.
Look at the picture in that one.
Elephant. Ostrich.
That's just right. Good work, Benjamin, and good work, students watching. Now, I'd like us to take a look at a vowel we practiced in our last lesson. I'm going to say the sentence by myself, but students watching and boys and girls in this classroom, you'll be ready to do the motions right along with me. E says as in elephant. Short E says eh. Oh, Victoria got every motion right. Everyone stand. Do the motions and say the sentence with me. Students watching, join me. E says as in elephant. Short E says Girls and girls watching, sit. Boys and boys watching, let's say this together. E says as in
Elephant.
short E says Boys and boys watching, sit. Girls and girls watching, stand. Girls and girls watching, let's say this together. E says as in
Elephant.
short.
E says
Nice job, girls and girls watching. I didn't even have to help you because you know that sentence so very well. But I want to see if I have someone in my classroom who can do it all by themselves. Oh, I see a lot of smiles already. Students watching, I see you smiling as well. Savvy, why don't you and the girls watching say it together? E says.
E says as an elephant. E says
Oh, what a good job she did. And girls watching, you did as well. Titus, why don't you and the boys watching say this together? Good job, Savvy.
E said as an elephant. So E said
Nice work, Titus. You can have a seat. Well, we are ready to learn together 2 more vowel sounds. And the first vowel sound that I brought with me is this vowel sound. I have the vowel sound for I. Now notice as you look at my card, there is the capital letter I and also the lowercase letter I. Listen carefully as I say our sentence. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says I. Listen as I say it again. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says I. Students watching and boys and girls in this classroom, listen as I say it again, but be ready to do the motions with me. Ready? Listen, but everyone does motions, so fingers ready. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says I. Let's try it again so Titus, Victoria, and Trey can do the motions. Students watching, join me with just the motions. I says, just the motions. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says I. Everyone stand. Let's do the motions and say our sentence together. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says That was pretty good, but I think we can do better. Here we go. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says Boys and boys watching, stand. Girls and girls watching are sitting. Boys and boys watching, let's say our new letter together. I says I
as an inchworm.
Short
I says
Good job. You can have a seat. Girls and girls watching, it's your turn. Girls and girls watching together. I says I as an inchworm. Short I says Oh, let's try that again. Savvy, you stand and join us. I says I as an inchworm. Short
I says
That was a lot better. You can have a seat. Girls watching, I want you to stand along with Aslan. And Aslan, share with us our new vowel sound.
I says it as an inchworm. Short I says it.
She got it just right. So did our girls watching. Boys watching, stand with Kobe. And Kobe, what's our new vowel sound? Stand fast, Kobe.
I
Says.
it as an inchworm.
Short.
I says it.
You did it, Kobe, and you did it, boys watching. Well, we're ready for our next vowel, and our next vowel has, again, a capital and a lowercase letter. This is our umbrella sound, so listen to our sentence. You says as an umbrella. Short U says Listen again. You says as an umbrella. Short U says Students watching and boys and girls in our classroom, have your finger ready to do just the motions. And let's do just the motions together. U says as an umbrella. Short U says Stand up and let's say this together and do the motions. U says as an umbrella. Short U says Let's do it again. U says as an umbrella. Short U says Boys and boys watching, stand. Girls and girls watching, sit. Boys and boys watching, let's say this together. U says
As an umbrella.
Short U says Wow, have a seat. Boys and boys watching, you sounded really good. Girls and girls watching, stand up. Girls and girls watching together. U says as an umbrella. Short U says Nice job. You can have a seat. Victoria, stand up, and Victoria, share with us our new vowel sound.
You said as an umbrella.
Short.
You says
You did it. Now let's take a look at our screen and let's see if we have some people who remember our brand new vowels. I think that Tanner remembers this one. So boys watching, why don't you stand up with Tanner and say for us our new vowel sounds. I says
it.
as in
Inchworm.
short.
I says it.
We're going to do something. Boys and boys watching, why don't we stand? We're going to join Tanner. So boys and boys watching, stand. And boys watching, let's say this together. I says it.
As an inchworm.
Short. I says
It.
You can have a seat. Let's move on to our next vowel sound. Let's have Savvy stand up. And Savvy, share with us this vowel sound.
Says.
You says
You says is an umbrella.
short.
You says
Nice job, and you are nice and loud. Now, students watching, we're going to take just a moment, and I need a little bit of help on my screen. It is raining outside, but my raindrops need to go to a certain place. I want all of my inchworm raindrops to fall on my little inchworm right here, and all of my umbrella raindrops to fall on my umbrella. But watch out, students watching and boys and girls in our classroom, some of these raindrops aren't going to fall anywhere. So I need only super sharp students to help me out and get our is with our inchworm and our us with our umbrella. Here's what I want. Why don't we start with Kobe and Aslan and Tanner. Come on up to the front and I want you to find inchworm raindrops. Then I'd like to have Savvy, Benjamin, Emery, and Hayden. You see if you can find some umbrella raindrops. While they're doing that, I want students watching and boys and girls in our classroom to listen carefully. I want you to tell me if you hear the inchworm in the sound lip, students watching. And did you hear inchworm, Victoria?
Yes.
Yes, she did. Our next one was rip. Did you hear it, inchworm? Aria. Oh, listen again. Rip.
Yes.
Yes, she did. Now, when you finish, you can just have a seat. Sin, boys watching. And did you hear it, inchworm, Ava?
Yes.
Nice. Hot, girls watching. And Titus, did you hear it, inchworm? Oh, stand quickly.
No.
What did you hear instead? Yes, ostrich is in that word. Now I want to know if you hear the umbrella sound. Do you hear umbrella in fun, students watching? And Emery, do you hear umbrella in fun?
Yeah.
I heard it too. Mud, boys watching. And Trey, do you hear umbrella in mud? What did you think, boys watching? Did you hear? Louder.
Yes.
Yes, I heard it as well. Bit, girls watching. And Aslan, do you hear umbrella in bit?
No.
What do you hear instead? What vowel sound? I for it, inchworm. Now let's come over here and let's check and see how we did. Did we get the right raindrops at the right place? Looking pretty good, isn't it, students watching? I had some really good listeners in here. Let's check really quickly. Here's what I'll do. If it's an I, we'll just say I as I move that raindrop. Students watching, join us. Here we go. I. We did it. Good job. I don't have any extra raindrops left over. Over here, if we have found the umbrella, as I move it, we'll say together. Students watching, join us. Is that it? Are there not any more? Well, let's check over at our extra raindrops. Is this an I or girls watching? And Benjamin, does this say I or
No.
See the answer.
No.
No, it doesn't. What about this? Is this I or savvy?
No.
It isn't. What about this one, boys watching? And check their answer, Aria. Check their answer, Aria.
No.
No, it isn't. What about this one right here, Hayden? Is it I or
No, ma'am.
No, it isn't. Let's check this last one. Boys watching, help me with this. And Emery, should we have moved this raindrop?
No.
No, it's not I or Well, we've spent quite a bit of time working on our 5 vowel sounds. But I want you to notice behind me, I have a chart that has all of our sounds, either a consonant or a vowel. A consonant is just any letter that is not one of our 5 vowels. Let's see if we can learn all of the sounds of our letters together. I'll say it first, and then it will be your turn to echo. Apple.
Apple.
Bell.
Bell.
Cat.
Cat.
Dog.
Dog. Elephant.
My turn first. Elephant.
Elephant.
Fox.
Fox.
Goat.
Goat.
Horse.
Horse.
Inchworm.
Inchworm.
Jar.
Jar.
My turn first. We'll try this one again. Jar.
Jar.
Kite.
Kite.
Lamp.
Lamp.
Milk.
Milk.
Nest.
Nest.
Ostrich.
Ostrich.
Pig.
Pig.
Queen.
Queen.
Ring.
Ring.
Sun. Table.
Table.
My turn first. Table.
Table.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Violin.
Violin.
Wagon.
Wagon.
X as in fox. Box. Axe. X as in fox. Box. Axe. Yarn.
Yarn.
Zebra.
Zebra.
Students watching. watching, boys and girls in our classroom, stand up and let's say all of our letter sounds together. A, apple, B, bell, cat, D, dog, E, elephant, fox, G, goat, horse, I, inchworm, J, jar, K, kite, O, lamb, M, milk, N, nest, A, ostrich, P, pig, Qu, queen, ring, sun, table, umbrella, violin, wagon, X as in fox, axe, yarn, zebra. That was a good start. You can have a seat. I want to see though, do we have some people who can really help me out? I'm going to give you 2 words and I want you to tell me the one word that has the E elephant sound. You ready? Students watching, you be listening too. Red, rid. Students watching, which word had the E elephant sound? And check their answer, Hayden.
Red.
Red is correct. What about this one? Pot, pet. Ava.
Pet.
What a fast, good answer. Get, got. Victoria.
Fox.
Oh, girls watching, were you listening? Did you get that one correct? And why don't we check the girls watching answer? Aria, get, got. Which one has eh?
Get.
Get is correct. Now let's switch our vowels. Which word has the umbrella sound? Run, ran. Tanner. Boys watching, help Tanner out. And Emery, run, ran. Which one has the umbrella sound?
Run.
Run is correct. Let's try another one. Fin, fun. Benjamin.
Fun.
Fun is correct. Now let's try one with inchworm. Sat, sit. Girls watching. And check their answer for us. Aria. Oh, does that say inchworm?
Sit.
Sit is correct. Let's do another one. Tip, top. Boys watching. And check their answer, Kobe. Oh, help him out, Aslan. Which one had the inchworm sound? Oh, boys watching, did you get it? Help us out, Benjamin.
Tit.
Tip is correct.